Morning guys, welcome to Daily Vlog 48. Feeding my little cows, A6, A7, A8, their grain for this morning. Getting to the bottom of the bag, so it's a lot of powder in here. It's harder for them to eat though, but just got the rest of this. Rest of this. This has a little bit more pellets in it. We're gonna end up putting a smaller cow in here. Anyways, I think she's probably 6, 7, 8 months old. She'll be eating these pellets with them. Sad to say, our last heifer died. Our last calf heifer died last night, along with the others. We think they all had a virus that we got from the auction.
So the big pig, he's by himself. He's locked off on the left corner.
Okay.
And then the really skinny pig, she's off on the right corner. And they're both in their own cages. And there's two pigs that are just loose inside the big pig pen. We're going to open that and let those two out. And then the one pig on the far right that's in her own house all by herself, we're going to let her out. And they're going to go and eat that corn. And if they go and fuck around in the crowd, it's all right because that cow's going to be over here.
Perfect.
Just got to make sure that they don't come over here.
Into the calves.
They shouldn't, because there's corn and stuff like that. It should be good for them.
Okay.
Since the ground's a little bit lighter, they might stay out there. You can't let the big pig or that skinny pig go. They pop up. Okay. Those are the only two you can give grain to.
There's two skinny pigs. Okay.
The big pig, you let the big pig out, you can run over to the neighbors.
Not all the animals on the farm have ear tags, and I guess it's not really a point to have the ear tags unless, just like our conversation earlier, that trying to figure out which pigs to give what to and to put them where. But got the chicken feed. I feed the chickens here. Get all their waters and check for eggs. There we go. Alright, chickens are fed. Now I gotta check for eggs. There's usually an egg over in this corner, but none this morning. There's usually an egg in this container. There's not. And then sometimes there's an egg back here, but there's not. So probably an hour or two from now I'll check again. Okay, I grab their water. I'll be a little quiet so he doesn't notice I'm here. Mr. Piggy! That's a big pig. Uh-oh. Didn't get too much. Yep. Hello, Mr. Piggy. Hey, bud. Yeah. Oh. He's got some grain water now. Oh, for the little pigs. Oh, but wait, I might have gotten one extra scoop, not thinking. So I got one scoop, and then I got two scoops in the bottom of my bucket. So just split the two scoops for the little pigs and put the other one scoop back.
Put this on down with it?
Yeah.
Oh, pig! Oh!
Oh! Ho, 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 ho.
I give this to the big pig and this one to the little pig. Get back!
Big, who's the big pig and the little pig?
Big pig over there, little pig over
Okay. I didn't get it on film last night, but we sold one of it was the black pig, the big black pig, and she is so strong. She put up a fight. We got her in the corral, and how did he get a rock in his watering bowl? That is funny. He got a whole big rock in his water. It's all good, buddy. That is funny. There you go, bud. There's your food, bud. I don't know how he got this whole rock in there. Pushed it in there and flipped it over, apparently. Jeez. Alright. Now to feed the other pig, and then I'll get all their waters and the chickens' waters. Morning, Mr. Piggy. He's getting more and more comfortable with me. Got you some food. There you go, bud. It's all good. While I'm in here, I'm going to set his hose and his water. So then I can just turn it on. Not have to come in here. For a pig, it's pretty clean from yesterday. Alright. Now to get all their waters. I probably won't show that just because it's repetitive. Pretty much the same thing as feeding them. Alright, here's that other cow we put in there. Seems like they're all getting together well. What do we got? Oh, Ace, Big D, and A8. A6 and A8. I got a bottle for you, bud. A7's trying to drink milk from her. Obviously, she doesn't have any milk. He drank a whole, well, no, it was about half a liter this morning. Real good. See, I got a liter of milk for him here. He's gonna be about weaned off here soon. See how well he drinks. I wouldn't be surprised if he only drinks half this, because that other half liter he drank, but I still gotta hold his head, or else he just like plays with it. Makes a mess of it. Wastes a bunch. Right now I'm just trying to get it above his tongue, so it's easier for him to swallow it. There you go, bud. Oh yeah, you drink that right up. Drank nearly half of it already. One more, bud. He wants to drink it, yet he keep his mouth closed. It doesn't make sense to me. He's not very smart. Drinking it real good. As soon as I say that, he stops. Come on, bud. I'm not gonna force him to drink in it because he already drank about a liter now. You done, or you want some more, bud? As soon as I pull this out, he's gonna try to chew on my pant leg. But he's been eating grain good too, because every time I'm away here, I don't get it on film, but I see him over there eating the grain, and he's got some all in his mouth. This Big D, he's probably the best one, biggest. I like his markings. He's got a D on his forehead and markings on his thigh, and on his sides of his body. There he goes, trying to eat my jeans. What are you doing that for, bud? I got a good amount of grain in there. He's still trying to get milk from her. Something. I'll leave them be. Next, I probably should just water the garden, even though it might rain this afternoon, which is great. And if it does, it's no problem. We're trying to get them jalapenos coming up. That's what we just planted in for seeds. But then we also transplanted a bunch of tomato plants that we got over by the pigs. The pigs pooped out and gave us some plants. Then we got, one of them might be a watermelon that we transplanted, but then I think the rest are some sort of like squash, or might be some zucchini in there. Well, let's see how they're doing. I planted all these. Oh, bugs are eating my watermelon right there. Good watermelon. Good watermelon. This is some squash. Not sure exactly what it is. I transplanted that. That came up for a seed. Seed of a watermelon. Ooh, what's this doing here? That got trampled, as you can see. Probably one of the dogs. It's not gonna live. That's one of my seeded watermelons. And I didn't buy the watermelons. I didn't buy the seeds. I cut open a watermelon and I planted them. I didn't even dry the seeds. Okay, so I transplanted this watermelon here. Where's the root? Right there in there. It's not looking too good, honestly. Here's some sort of squash right there, transplanted. Same thing. Oh, there's at least one right there. Little watermelon from seed. And there's some more down here. Let's see. More watermelon. Right down the middle of all these watermelon, there's a row watermelon here, row watermelon here, and right down here I planted all jalapeno. Now it's probably too hard to tell yet if they're coming up. I'm not seeing nothing. Might need to wait a few more days. I know they've gotten enough water for sure because I was watering them and it was raining all yesterday. Not as much as it did the day before, but these transplanted tomatoes bounce back real quick. They're always real strong. Even in Ohio, tomato plants are real strong. Now we got either 12 or 18 jalapenos over here. This is the main patch. And I'm not seeing none pop up just yet. Maybe it's right there. Or that could be a weed. Hard to tell. I've never grown jalapeno plants, so I don't even know. Should probably look up a picture to see what they look like, but that's the garden for now. Well, I've got a bit of a mess to sort through here. This is all the irrigation line. I think Corey just used these for gardens. But I'm gonna kind of pull everything out, see what we got, and start taking it over to the garden so we can get it hooked up and basically everything be on tap. Just turn it and then it'll water the garden. And sounds like we'll just leave it on all day, all the time, even through the night. I know the jalapenos don't need it. They like infrequent infrequent watering. So I think we either won't irrigate those or I'll set a separate tap for it. Now this doesn't have any holes. Corey told me there's blue hose, which I see right here, and that is what will run to the irrigation lines that have all the holes in them. Oh, this is a mess. Jeez. So I'm gonna put all these gray lines, make a pile of them all up here. These aren't anything we'll use, I don't believe, unless we connect it to them blue lines. Yeah, we just want to make everything efficient as possible here on the farm. And basically, since I was 15, 16, that's all I've ever done, and whatever job I've had and what I've learned, going in and making systems more efficient. Oh yeah, these have holes in them. Now Corey was telling me that he'd set this above the dirt, and then every so often he'd have to unplug all these holes because it would start growing algae. Now I was thinking maybe we could just bury it 6 inches, maybe less, but I didn't realize how thin this tubing is, so maybe we bury it while the water's running and it won't crush the tubing. I'm not too sure yet. For now, I'm just going to organize everything and make it all nice and pretty, like how it should have been. Things get crazy here on the farm, and you get hardly any time, so things just get thrown around naturally. And especially with Corey only being the only person on the farm for a while, one person cannot manage all these cattle, other animals, and everything that has to do with all the other stuff. There's no way. It's tough for 2 people. But I'm hoping I can I've come in here. Now we're setting up systems for everything. I'm trying to automate basically everything as possible. There's only so much automation you can do though. And all that automation requires even more work at first. Found a cool looking blue feather. It's like black on the other side. It's probably from one of them parrots. I see parrots green and blue, and I think they got a little bit of red there too, maybe. I might be wrong. Alright, well, I've got most of that pile untangled. Laid them all nice out in lines. And a lot of them have fittings already, so this should be more than enough, or just enough to cover that garden for us. But I don't want to untangle all of them, because if I put them all out like this, a real windy day, they're just going to fly all over and get tangled up again. So we may as well just keep them in that pile over here. And then as far as getting all the water to those lines, I've got all these blue thick lines that will run from one of these water tanks. I think we'll run it from the water tower. Not completely sure yet. It's been filling up since I fed the chickens this morning. It's been about 2 hours, so it's still going. It should be soon time to turn that pump off and switch it over into here. This is getting about only a 2/3 full, a little less. So I have to fill that plastic tank up. Alright, right now I'm setting up, just mocking it up, the irrigation. Now I've got one row of watermelon here, and in the middle I've got a row of jalapenos, and then right here on the outside I've got another row of watermelon. We'll get to the other jalapenos that are right here, and tomatoes are already growing right here. Just focusing on this part first, and I'm thinking I may as well run the irrigation for the jalapenos as well, even though they prefer infrequent watering. We may as well water them frequently and just see. I think it's might mainly be because of root rot, but we may as well see because this is just one row, and then we can have infrequent watering on the majority of our jalapeno plants there. Might as well run a test and see. It's probably going to be bad, but then we can just put a switch on here and just turn it off just for the one. So I found this like already kind of pre-made for 3 rows. So I'm just going to string it out all along to mock it up. I don't think they're long enough, but we can always add to the tubing. At least the first one is for sure not long enough, but that first one's for the first row of watermelon. The second one will go right down the middle, and that'll be for the jalapenos. They haven't come up yet, so I kind of gotta make sure I don't step on them. And this one will be for my third row of watermelon, which I can't even see. Oh, right here. This line is definitely the longest line. May need to fix some stuff on here. I just stepped on it. It's all good though. May need to fix some stuff on these lines. I know for the first and second one for sure. But this will be my main right here. I'll have to put an on-off switch here. And then the middle one, eventually I'll probably maybe I just do it now. Put an on-off switch. I'm not sure about burying this stuff for like just a couple inches, just so we don't get algae through it. Corey told me that was a big problem. I'm not sure if we'll do that. Alright, well, got these lines. This fourth line over here, I don't need that long of a line, so I'll probably swap that out. Because the tomatoes stop right around here. And I'm not sure if I want to irrigate the jalapenos back there. Actually, no, the tomatoes stop right here. This is the last one that way. So I'll definitely do the tomatoes. We're planning to do another row of tomatoes right here. Just keep going this way. So I'll figure something out for that. But that's about it for today. Thanks for watching the daily videos. It's either 47 or 48. I think it's daily video 48 today. So definitely hit the subscribe button so you can keep up with all the daily videos. I'll see you tomorrow.